transitioning over from the Blue Jays to some other stuff going around MLB. Adam alluded to it a little bit earlier, talking about managers. Now, I feel like every manager right now is just kind of a little bit on the hot seat, or just like checking themselves a little bit more after seeing what happened with the Philadelphia Phillies, after seeing what was going on with the Angels, and hopefully that they're going to turn it around. But it feels like the firing bug right now is 1,000% in the air. The biggest question is who's going next. I think we know who.
I think we know who.
Who's it going to be?
Dude, it has to be Tony La Russa.
He's got to go.
He should have been fired, honestly, like a year ago. First of all, he shouldn't even be hired after he got the DUI. He should be like, okay, well, you're no more job for you.
Right.
But like, no, he's been so bad, and I wanted to bring up an example. We'll get to the record in a moment because the record's not good. You're supposed to be You're supposed to be winning your division outright. Like you're supposed to be. That's your division, not the Twins. It's yours. But this week when they faced the Dodgers, there was a runner on second. I think it was Freddie Freeman, and Trey Turner's coming up to the dish, and you think, oh, okay, and I think there was either one out. I think it was one out. You want to get the intentional runner on first. You get to set up the double play. That's a basic move for one of the best hitters in baseball.
Yeah, that's
but
fine.
he decides not to. Okay, cool. We're going and attacking him. Oh, good. We get him down 1-2 in the count. Tony La Russa out of nowhere is like, nah, 4. Put him on. And they put on Trey Turner, which was like, okay, well,
after pitching 3 pitches to him to get him
getting
to that
ahead
count and getting to a very good pitcher count, they decided to put him on.
Which we all know that when you have 2 strikes, like you are by far in the advantage.
100%.
You are in the driver's seat as a pitcher.
Yeah.
And they put him on, and then Max Muncy comes up and hits a home run. Hits a 3-run bomb. I think he had like 5 RBIs that game, Max Muncy. He popped off. And that's ridiculous. And then after the game, like people, the reporters ask him, so like, what's the decision making behind putting Trey Turner on with 2 strikes? He's like, that's not even a question. He was like attacking the reporters, like that's not even a question. Like that's like, and yes, I know you're a major league manager, but it takes a simple-minded person to know you do not put a guy on after putting him down to 2 strikes.
I think just what doesn't make any sense to me at all is why you would turn back on that decision midway through the AB.
It's almost like he forgot. It would be a good move to do it right away.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, I might have even agreed about.
I would have agreed with it.
But it doesn't make sense to see that and then go, oh wow, like we actually have a really good advantage here, and then do it. It makes no sense at all. And honestly, there's no logic there. And that, on top of the fact that, like, Tony La Russa has a bit of, like, a bad rap around him anyways, just like a lot of players don't necessarily love Tony La Russa, and the fact that the Chicago White Sox right now are 27-30 in their division, 3rd place behind the Cleveland Guardians, who are supposed to be selling, shouldn't be in this race at all. And that is just abysmal, considering if you would have asked me preseason who is winning the AL Central, I would have said, hands down, without a doubt, is going to be the White Sox. I might have even said, when you look at every single division, there might not have been another division where I would have been like, no, I'm not as sure. I was so sure that the White Sox were winning, considering that they were with the Twins, with the Guard. Like, I was like, 100% it's White Sox.
It's White Sox.
To be below 500 at this point, and then be making dumbass decisions like he was, and then responding to reporters like he was, you are 1,000% on the hot seat, and I think that White Sox fans, you should want him gone.
Well, I mean, White Sox fans do, and they were chanting the other day, Fire Tony, at their own home stadium. So the Fire Tony chants are going on. I look forward to seeing a lot of those on the Twitter. A lot of Fire Tony chants all over the place because, honestly, personally, look, I'm not a White Sox fan. If you fail or succeed, I will not be affected at all. But I don't like Tony La Russa.
No.
And he should go. That's plain fact. He should go.
And Just Joe actually correcting us a little bit here. Shout out to Just Joe, and maybe changing something a little bit, not that much in my opinion. Not that much, yeah. But apparently Freeman advanced on a wild pitch, and the first base was not open until that 1-2 count. So
however, you still don't intentionally walk him with 1 and 2.
Actually, no, that still doesn't make any sense at all.
Still don't walk
because you would have moved Freeman up to second anyways. No, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, he advanced the second on the wild pitch, but then he's like, okay, now I can intentionally walk him. It's like, why would you do that?
And that's the thing, though. But it's not now I can intentionally walk him, because had you intentionally walked him, the same outcome would have been the same. Freeman would have went to second.
Oh, yeah, you wouldn't intentionally walk him if he was on first. You wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Right? But now that there's an open base to get the force play.
That is just dumb.
But you don't do it with 2 strikes. That's all. You don't do it with 2 strikes. Like, you just don't do it. It's that simple. Like, if you wanna walk Muncy, which Muncy I don't think has been doing exceptionally great this year, but no, it just doesn't make sense, and it is stupid.
I don't understand, guys. So I could totally see him going very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.